What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Scrubs Allowed podcast, producer Seal edition. Because I have been off the map for 2 weeks. Seal, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing great. Yeah, so y'all get ready to hear a whole lot of nothing this episode. I'm
Well,
doing
it'll
good,
probably be a
bro.
little bit of nothing because it's already late as shit. And yeah, if you can hear from my voice, I ain't got nothing for us. I was in Iowa and Chicago for 2 weeks doing really fun things, but that's why we haven't had episodes. But I haven't. I mean, I guess I did sports related things. I went to Wrigley Field and I went to and I saw Soldier Field, and I tried to go to the Michael Jordan statue, and they put that shit indoors, which I didn't know. So I went the last day at like 5:30 p.m. and they were like, "We close at 5." And I was like, "It's a fucking statue. I was just trying to go take a picture." Because like
That
when you
sucks.
Google it, it says parking lot. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's just in the parking lot. I don't care if it's after they like the United Center closes. There's nothing going on
Yeah.
there. And but so it was closed. So I went all the way up to the door and I'm like looking through the door and an employee came and asked me what I was doing. And I was like, I just want to see this statue. And they were like, sorry, we're closed. And I was like, man, that's a bullshit. So
I
fuck
got three
Chicago.
dollars.
But
You should know I got 23 cents for that 23 statue.
but it was pretty cool other than that. But yeah, I don't know much about what happened. I don't know the last things we've talked about. I don't know what's been going
We
on, but I know you guys are dominating summer league, so that's good.
Yeah, the Cavaliers, not
Yeah.
the Grizzlies Summer League, because we fucking suck. Yeah, bro, we're absolutely killing it. The last thing we talked about was the NBA championship 2
Mm.
weeks ago, and rode that bitch off into the sunset. Um, and we talked about the fight card that actually happened. We kind of talked about the next fight card a little bit. Um, and yeah, we've enjoyed watching a shit ton of baseball and golf and tennis because that's what
Yeah.
is on right now. Unfortunately, my hours don't extend into the 4 o'clock in the mornings that much anymore, so Australian football is off the table for me
Right. Mine
lately.
too.
So yeah, I like you have I haven't been as busy as you traveling, but I too have watched shit for sports in the last 2 weeks, partly because there haven't been any. Summer League has, besides being a Cavs fan, has fucking sucked. I mean, like every year we always have this guy, these two or three dudes, this undrafted dude who's gonna. It's literally Wemby dropped 20 something points. Brandon Miller had a get back game. Scoot's gonna be Scoot, and yeah, the rest of the fucking draft was me. Like
Yeah, and it's all
that.
second year
It's
players now, right? Because it's like Jabari Smith is balling out, Chet Holmgren's balling out.
Chet
Um,
Homer balling out. Jabari's
hey,
balling.
so Chet has had 5 blocks in every game so far. That's pretty baller.
Oh, word! I didn't
Um,
see that. That is kind of baller.
he's not scoring a lot, I guess, but I've only seen stat lines. I don't know if he's actually playing well. But I intentionally told Courtney I was like, I'm gonna watch Wimby's first game. I have to. Like we had all kinds of family over, and I just put it on my phone, like on mute. I'm like trying to like go over and just look at it. We're literally playing hide and seek with a fucking 7-year-old, and so that was cool because I could just like hide in a
Yeah,
little
it's like,
corner
listen, when you
and
count to three, I will be right beside you. Come touch me so I can watch the rest of this.
exactly. So I'd watch while I was hiding, then she'd find me, and I'd be like, "Okay, cool." And I'd watch till the rest of it. But he sucked, right? So, well, he played well. He couldn't shoot. That's fine, whatever.
He showed he
Uh,
understands basketball.
yeah, he understands the game. He made a few good passes that his team kind of sucks, things like that. But then the next game, he did ball out, and I wasn't able to watch. And now he's sitting the rest of the summer league, which is to be expected. So I didn't get to watch any Scoot. I saw one of the Thompson twins. I don't know which one it is. I think the Detroit one, whoever that is.
Came
He
back from
balled out. I watched
17 down.
I watched one of his games, and he balled out, so that's good. But honestly, I don't know who else is doing anything other than I checked the stats while I was waiting for you, and Jabari Smith is dominating. So there's
Yeah,
that.
he is nice. Houston still won't win the summer league because the Cavs are around, and literally all they have is Jabari Smith because everybody else is in their third year on that team.
Yeah,
Literally everybody else is on their third year. It's awesome, but it really has been a good summer league. If you like the game of basketball, Grady Dick. who just is that 3-point specialist coming out of Kansas, is putting fucking ball on board and getting to the rack in
Nice.
these games as well, which I didn't expect to see. You see it at Kansas, but then when you see players like that transition into the NBA, like me, I'm learning in my league, like I just need to fucking shoot the ball. If I don't shoot the ball, I fuck up. I get a travel. I get a blocking foul. Just shoot the fucking ball. And I expected that, but no, this kid's putting the ball on the hard court and going to work, and he looks like he's going to be something special. But there's no
Nice.
like breakout performances from any of these rookies, right? And that's what we always find. We always find the undrafted guy. I guess it could be Craig Porter for us. I just it being a Cav, I'm thinking it's too local to mention, but an undrafted cat that's fucking going insane in all
Nice.
4 games so far. So that could be probably a national undrafted guy that's being talked about, but I just feel like the headlines aren't there
Mm.
this year, right? And a time where we have Chet as a rookie, and then where we have Wemby coming out, we have Scoot, we have Brandon Miller, we have a good core of guys, and these aren't guys that are drafted because they're Wemby, yeah, because he's 7'5", but these aren't like the Greg Oden types. Like these boys can fucking
Right.
hoop. Like they are hoopers. That's why they were 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and 5 are fucking hooper twins. Like that's so it was thought to going to be exciting as fuck, but it's just been a nice summer league where the Cavs are 4-0 and look to be kind of moseying their way onto a summer league championship. But
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, USFL fucking sucked. We can throw that shit away. The Big Three's been all right, but I just feel like the Big Three's the Big Three. Like there's
Mm.
nothing new, and these
Is
players
there
that they
any
have,
hype dude anymore?
no, Mario Chalmers,
Oh,
Malik Beasley, or whatever, Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley's already retired from China doing that shit now?
I'm pretty positive, yeah. So like, nah, you don't. It's gonna take a little bit for that thing to come back around. It's not new anymore. We all know it's just
Yeah.
not new. But it's been getting up there. It's still getting 500,000 views a week.
It's gonna
Um,
take a squad of like good dudes, like that all
yeah,
play
you're gonna have to get
together,
the banana boat.
like
You're
or
gonna
get
not
like
the
Pierce Garnett
LeBron
and Allen
list.
or something.
No, it's gonna. I promise you, the LeBron list banana boats, the CP3, Dwayne Wade, and Melo are going to be because LeBron's still going. Because after this year, CP3's gone. I'm calling it now. He's going to go try to win one with the Warriors, and he's going to realize he has the best shooter on his team, one of the best rebounders on his team, and he still can't do it. So you tried, bro. You really did. And I think he's going to ride off into the sunset, and him, Melo, and D Wade are going to go run the big three. And you can't tell me that you wouldn't ride an hour away to go see that. I mean, that would be cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I think I would. I definitely would. I don't know about, but I love Melo and D Wade, like as players.
dude, they should
So I
get
definitely would want to see that.
the '08 Celtics on there though, with Garnett, Pierce, and Allen,
Bro,
and just
Pierce.
go ball.
But which way would Allen go though? Would he go with D Wade or would he go with KGM and Paul Pierce?
True.
Who knows?
Oh, Leandro
Is he
Barbosa's in there, baby. He's leading the league in assists right now. Good shit,
really?
Barbosa. Uh, Jason Richardson plays. He's doing work.
God, that dude was a bowling ball back in the day. Of
Corey Brewer's in there, leading the league in steals. Good
course he
shit.
is. How do you get? Never mind. That was a dumb thing I was about to ask. How do you get a steal in half court basketball? The same way you do in
The
full
same
court.
way you do in any other basketball.
Instead of running, you just turn around. But yeah,
64
it has
points.
not
Nice.
like I feel like we found last year it was that weird fucking tag shit that you
Yeah,
found.
yeah.
And then the year before that we found AFL. So I felt like that's why this year has been so extremely miserably boring.
We gotta find something.
Is we haven't found anything and I'm not staying up till 4 in the morning. And that shit the tag is 1:30, 2 o'clock when it
Yep.
starts.
I keep finding all these foreign things staying
And
up
that's
late.
not even on ESPN anymore. Now that I
Yeah,
think about it. I haven't seen it. I see
I haven't
cricket
seen it in a
now.
while. Yeah, I have seen a lot of cricket, and I like click in just to check on the score,
I
and then
fucking
like
hate cricket.
I see the
If
score, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means, and then I
bro,
turn.
there's no. I got the game on the Xbox.
Yep.
Read the way to play. Tried to play it. One, I couldn't get off of the first hitter. Couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
it takes fucking a full day to actually play the game. It's like realistic. I've played it too. It's
Yeah,
fucking
bro,
bullshit.
and I still don't understand this shit. Like, I am so good on cricket. Fuck it. If there was something that I would try to petition to be banned, it's cricket.
Mm.
And the Cricket Wireless Company, because I hate their fucking green men in those commercials. But like, yeah, it's been a dreadful summer. I'm ready for the end of this month, or is it the very beginning of next month is the Hall of Fame game.
Mm.
It's the very beginning of next month, right? I want to
I
say.
think so. I think it
So
is next month. So.
I'm ready. We have a sad 2 weeks before the next preseason game after that. But I'll be watching that on run and watching Hard Knocks. And I'm excited to watch people fucking hit each other again, dude. It seems like the Stanley Cup, the Panthers literally just trying to beat people's ass and will their way. It's been a while since I've seen grit and
Yeah.
people knocking each other the fuck out. So I'm ready for football. Fuck, you can give me hockey right now. I'll go watch some. What was it? The Jacksonville Lizard Kings. If I
Hey,
could. They're like the Polar Suns or some shit now.
the polar.
Solar
Yeah.
Bears or some
Solar
shit.
bears. That's it. I think.
Which is cool. The mascot's dope, but the Lizard Kings, come on. It was awesome. But yeah,
Yeah. So you guys and Houston, it looks like, have clinched the semifinals, whatever the fuck it's called in the summer league. But do you have any clue? Obviously, so if Utah wins, they're undefeated, so they'll be in. But do you have any clue how this point shit works? Because I'm looking at the standings, and the Pelicans and the Blazers are both 3-1. They both have 9 points, whatever those are. And the Blazers have a better point differential, but the Pelicans are right now ranked 4th, so Portland's missing out. Like, why is that? What do these points mean? The fuck?
did they beat them? Did they play
Maybe.
and win?
Oh, maybe.
Because
It's
I don't
back
know
at
what the points is. I know the points differential is the big thing.
right. But I think points, whatever points are, they matter the most because you guys have 13 points. So you're in first.
For what? For what? Oh, what's our point differential? I thought our point differential was like 13.
It's also 13.7, but like you have 13 points. So I don't know. Who beat Portland?
Yeah.
Didn't San Antonio
Oh.
beat Portland? I don't know.
Excuse me.
Again, I didn't watch any of this, so
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't understand it. I'm excited for it though. So real quick, do you think Scoot and Dame are going to be able to play with each other? Or is he going to hold out until the trade's done?
nah, he'll play. You don't really hold out in basketball. I don't feel like it works the same
What
way.
you mean? Ben Simmons?
Okay, Ben Simmons, it doesn't work. I guess it did work. He got traded.
He got
But
paid again and still hasn't played.
it shouldn't work. Yeah, I'm trying to
Who
figure
else
out
has
who beat
sat
Portland.
out? KD sat out to get to the Nets? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think. Or he sat out to get away from
Anthony
the
Davis
Nets.
sat out.
Oh, that was a big sit out though. That was a I'm not injured, I'm sitting out and paying a
Right.
fine sit out.
Right. He held out. Like
But now
legitimately.
these motherfuckers cry injured
Yeah. Oh,
and then
so
they play.
Portland lost by 1 to Houston. Bro, they should be in the fucking playoffs. Get out of here, Summer League.
Yeah. I agree. Either way, it's going to be fun. I like how they do the Final Four are in the semifinal, and then we're going through. We're not doing 3 days of fucking round robin bullshit. Even
Consolation, nothing.
yeah, I like this. Let's play 4 games. Figure out who's going to be in the semis. If you're not, then you have one more day of fucking games because why not? That's so stupid to me though.
Especially because the teams sit their people. Like we've already sat Kamara
Yeah.
and Goodwin. Like we should just
And we
forfeit the
know
other games.
we know who's
We don't
in. Like we know who's in the semis, right? Or are there
No,
games
there's still
tomorrow
some
that can
games
still?
tomorrow. The games
Oh,
tomorrow
okay.
could matter.
All right, never mind.
Um,
Never mind. But I was like I was thinking they should just do the 4 games, make it till Friday, give everybody a day off. Then we come in on fucking Sunday and play the semifinals and then right back to Monday for the finals. Bam, bam, thank you, man, we're done. And
but yeah, I
go home, bitch.
officially
If you're out, go home and play. Either stay in Vegas and have fun on Saturday or go home because y'all are out, bitch. Y'all ain't even in the semis. Ain't no reason to play
don't
today.
get it, man. Portland lost by 1 to Houston. Oklahoma City lost by 13 to Houston. So we've seen a fucking same game. What is this? I'm out. I'm out of it. You guys can win, but I'm out. I don't get it. Maybe ESPN's wrong. I don't know. That could totally be the case.
That could
but
definitely be it. Real quick, fuck ESPN real quick. Like fuck them. I get they're making moves so they can bring in high profile people like Pat McAfee. But you can't get rid of goats. They continue and continue to get rid of these goats, bro.
yeah.
And I'm Max Kellerman. I'm not talking to you. Thank God you were let go.
Yeah, on ESPN.com, they don't even fucking put points. Or not
This is
ESPN.
crazy. What was her name?
On NBA.com. What?
What was football lady's name that got fired? Fuck.
Aaron Andrews? I don't know.
Did she get fired too?
No, I don't know.
But I
just
say she
know
can get
Jalen Rose got
OnlyFans. She'll be
fired,
fine.
And that's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's what Jalen got fired, which is out. Stephen A. Smith is still around.
Right?
Like it's crazy. It's insane. That's why they all just need to go to Turner. Turner just needs to make the OG, just make a bomb ass broadcast for all sports. They're doing really good in hockey. They've taken the TNT like TNT on NBA on TNT kind of thing, and they've put it in with a hockey, and that's worked out really well. I don't know if you watched any of the hockeys on the TNT broadcast this postseason, but they were doing good. They were bringing up the Twitter, the tweets from the fans and stuff, and being interactive, and it's that same kind of scripture, or not scripture. What's the word? Structure as NBA on TNT, but it's obviously hockey. They could easily fucking rip out all these people and bring it in and do an NFL one. Put Jalen Rose with fucking KG and have them do their own Area 21 thing. Like that, bro. I mean, that might be too real. Did you see any of that Paul Pierce?
Did Jalen
KG
Rose wear number 21?
No, I don't think so.
That would have been cool if he did. He was 5, I think, something like that.
Oh yeah, bro, my leg's going numb
no,
again.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I got off that. I'm done taking meds. I'm not taking neuro meds. So she gave me some pink tape.
But yeah, so ESPN is just full of fuckery and shit. So ESPN or NBA.com has it right, and there's no such thing as points, whatever that is. The point differential is what matters. We right now, the Brooklyn Nets are the 4th spot. So like the Pelicans and the Blazers didn't even matter. So the Jazz are 3-0 right now. So the Jazz game matters. If the Jazz lose, then they'll fall out of it because their point differential sucks. And Miami is kind of the other team looking at it because Miami's point differential is awesome. So if they win, they'll probably be the highest point differential 3-1 team.
Bro, and I think we nailed it on that Jaquisha? Jamaica?
Jaime Jaquez or whatever his name is.
Yeah, UCLA. Let's call him that. UCLA mustache. We might have been right, bro. That dude's a fucking dog.
Is he? I haven't seen him do anything.
Bro, just look up his highlights from Summer League, and he's good.
Nice.
He's in that culture.
Nice.
That culture, like he's going. I don't think they'll have any regrets of getting rid of Tyler Hero now, especially if they're able to retain Duncan still, because they've shown everybody can't shoot threes on that team. No, whatever the fucking reasoning is, can't two people be hot on that team shooting from 3? It's just not allowed. And so Duncan's enough, and then get this kid in there and have another just Jimmy Butler type dude who doesn't give a fuck who's in front of him. They're not going to win a chip this year without Dame, but that'll be cool.
You think he's going to be in the package for Dame though?
Or so you broke up.
You think he'd have to be in the package for Dame though? Because
who, Tyler?
No, Jaquez.
This kid? No.
Right.
I mean, now that they've seen that this kid might be worth a shit, they could try.
Maybe that's what they're waiting on. To be like,
that
hey,
would be
he
stupid.
Is good.
For the Heat to say, okay, so we can keep Tyler Hero, and then they say no, and they say, bitch, you made us wait for us to say no.
I don't know, man. So this Dame saga, so this is something we actually absolutely could talk about, which we don't know any answers. But he wants to go to Miami, for obvious reasons. They don't give a fuck. Portland doesn't. they're
Do we
like,
know what the obvious
straight-
reasons are anymore? They got rid of literally everybody important on the fucking magical run they had. Max Strus gone. Gabe Vincent gone. Who's the one guy still there? Fuck. No, Gabe Vincent still there. No, he's in LA.
Struce went up north, right? Where did he go to?
Strus is with me.
Struce is with you guys.
Who was the
Yeah,
one?
but Dame
that
is gonna take
stayed?
their place. Dame is that dude.
There was another one that stayed. There was 3 unrestricted free agent dudes going crazy. One of them stayed. I forget who the fuck it was. But like that shit's not enough. They had to keep either Vincent or fucking Strus, and they let both of them go.
Caleb Martin's still there.
Caleb Martin, that's the one that stayed. That's the one that you're going to see a Gabe Vincent, that motherfucker over me, coming up real
Yeah, but
soon.
did they actually choose to keep Caleb Martin over him?
It seems like it. They didn't want to pay Gabe the what is he gonna
That's
make
what
like
it
$6
is.
million a year? He earned that money, bro. We know he did.
They just didn't want to pay it.
At least Eric Spoelstra didn't come out saying me and Gabe going to be right back here coming up this season.
Well, I'm
Like-
looking at the depth chart that once again the worst.
They're still not
sports
updated. Even on
thing.
NBA.com, it's not all the way updated.
It has
actually,
Tyler
we might have
Hero
Max
as their
Strus now.
starting point guard. And if that's the case, then they need Dame. They need
He
him real bad.
was, when he was before his injury, he was running starting point.
He's not that.
But
good
that
at
was
point.
4 months ago.
They have Kyle Lowry. I feel like he would be
They
the
had
starting point.
They had a whole postseason where Gabe Vincent was the fucking starting point the whole time.
Yeah, I know. Gabe is the man.
ESPN's fucking stupid.
The Lakers are winning the fucking offseason right now. It sucks.
They are. They are, but the thing is that it's going to take a lot, right? Like we're finding out now in these playoffs, every team that's in the playoffs deep, they have at least 2 players that are going to get a bucket whenever the fuck they want. Like everybody's going to need these grit guys, these muculus guys that are able to do it. And we've seen it's the 4 through 7 that are the ones getting it done. Really 3 through 6 are the guys that are getting over the top and getting these chips for the Nuggets. And the year before we saw who won last? Steph. And before that, shit. Who was it before that? The Celtics?
No. The Lakers, right? Was that the bubble year?
No, 21. 22 was the Warriors.
The fucking Bucks beat us.
Yeah,
Fuck outta here.
21 Bucks, 20 Lakers. But every single one, it's been the 3 through 6. Like, yeah, you're going to have Chris Middleton. You're going to have the Giannis's. Even in your case, you have the Books, the CP3s. You didn't have the Torrey Craig show up. You didn't have the Cam Johnsons. Still youthful as shit. Like, you have to have that 3 through 6. And, yeah, the Lakers are doing really good. But they're hoping that these guys who finally showed up last season are going to be able to build and continue off of it. And yeah, their 3-2 through 12 looks fucking phenomenal if these guys are able to continue what they've just recently started. And
Yeah.
It's smart to take the pay cut and go to LA, knowing like, hey, Gabe knows he probably could have made 15, 16 a year coming up. Take the pay cut, make a little bit less, and go see if you can do it. But yeah, the Lakers, the names on these contracts sound real good right now. But recency bias is that it's recency bias. You can't go 2 years from now and show me anything any of these guys have done. And that's the scary thing, and that's my hopeful thing, is that they fucked up and did that. And we sat around and signed one person for $60 million off of 1 year, and Max Strus, and not fucking 5.
Well, for what it's worth, you
did.
guys should have an easier run too. I mean, the Bucks didn't really get better. The 76ers haven't really gotten better.
They're getting worse.
The Celtics
worse.
got a little better, maybe on paper.
I think they got worse.
But like
Marcus Smart, bro, I'm telling you, we're going to see by the end of October, maybe end of November, how big that was for that locker room. You're going to see teams that you've never seen score over 100. You're going to see the fucking Charlotte Bobcats come out and put up a 120 piece on them. Like you're just going to see teams that you never thought would be able to put triple digits on this team and come out and put up 115, 120 and make the J Butt brothers go off and have to snap. And I'm not sure that they can do it. The executives over there in Boston can say Jason Tatum's not even done growing yet. He's got so much more to add to his bag. I don't want to hear it. The East is up for grabs this year more than it ever has been before. Giannis, we haven't seen Giannis since the injury.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton, since his injury coming back, is not the same at all by any means necessary. And their glue to that team the last couple years, Brook Lopez, is another year older now, and he's getting up there, bro. For a guy that big, who has played at his level for as long. I don't think people understand how long this motherfucker's been in the league. Like we
Yeah.
watched the Lopez brothers at Stanford in high school together.
Mm.
So like these guys have been around for a long time, and we'll see how long he's able to keep it up. If he's able to do it for another 3 or 4 years, all respect to the guy. I just don't see him able to sustain that all defensive fucking, what was he at, like 15 points a game last year clip too? Like I just don't see Brook being able to maintain something like that. Then we talked about Philly. They're not going to have James Harden. We can already pretty much assume that unless 29 other teams are like, yeah, we're good, dude. That's the only way. If there's one team that's willing to take on his contract. But this East is fucked. Like it's anybody in the West. This would be the season for Ja to come out and say, "I ain't worried about the East. We good in the East."
Be good in the East, baby. Dude,
Because
so I was looking at odds, and you guys are fifth right now on FanDuel to win the
the Knicks
East.
were ahead of us last time I looked.
Not anymore. So the Celtics are there, the Bucks are there, the Heat, which I assume is because Vegas is expecting a Lillard thing, and then the 76ers are ahead of you. I wouldn't be
Okay.
scared of any of those teams. That'd be good.
So they put the Heat above us because the Heat were like sixth.
Yeah. But I tried to parlay the Suns and the Cavs so that I could have that as the NBA Finals, and it says that I can't parlay those two things. What kind of fucked up shit is that? They're not
That's
dependent on
weird.
each other. Like, why would that be a
Can't
thing?
parlay to. Can you not parlay futures with FanDuel? Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't
It's
know.
like, yo, that's too much waiting on those parlays. You're good. Do a future bet, motherfucker.
Well,
But I could
anyways,
see it, and we have that postseason like experience, right? We don't have it other than Donovan Mitchell, really. Now we're bringing a guy like Max Strus, who was able to talk about it, and he's been there. And a lot of people don't remember him on Boston back in their 2018 run, but he's had shots in the postseason, and he's been part of teams. He's been part of great cultures, and he's going to come in here and be able to help out a team who really, other than Donovan Mitchell, has none. JB Bickerstaff, he hasn't done shit in the postseason really, no experience. So for him to be able to come in and be a guy who's always had his head level and is super smart in the game of basketball, that's going to help us out a lot because we saw us show up in the postseason with fucking the New York Knickerbockers and just look scared. Even Donovan Mitchell pulled out old Utah fucking Donovan Mitchell in the postseason,
right?
and we just looked scared. You could see whenever players were running schemes against Mobley, he wasn't as efficient. Whenever people were stacked up, you have a guy coming to his hip, so he tries to roll over to the high post. So you have a guy coming up to the right, literally not doing anything but putting a hand up here. So now he's scared. He's scared to come down. He's scared to come up. So he turns around and does this, and now we have a turnover. And
Yep.
just it's going to take a lot of experience, a lot of coaching, and Max is going to be able to help out in that point. And oh yeah, by the way, Harris LeVert and Cedi Osman is no longer a starting three on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thank God we got rid of Cedi in the trade. Harris LeVert is still on the team, but I'll be damned if we have Max Strus and gorgeous Niang, and neither one of them start over fucking Karis LeVert. I'll be absolutely pissed. Phillies fans are probably calling me stupid because Gorgeous Niang is just a really good name and a good shooter.
Is
But
that how you say his name? Gorgeous?
I'm 99%
I thought it was
positive.
just George. I thought it was just a funny way to spell George.
No, it's gorgeous. But it's like gorgeous, not gorgeous.
I legit
It's
thought it was just a
gorgeous
funny way
Ning.
to spell George.
It's like gorgeous Ning, but I call it gorgeous Ning now.
I always just called him George. George Nyang or Nyang or
I'm
however you want
probably
to say
fucking it up, but everybody on the podcast knows that's what I do. So that's my
it,
thing,
right?
if I did. But I think I got it right. But yeah, and just taking everything that we have, the two-way that we signed full year, I don't know his name, the kid out of Virginia that won with them. Or no, they didn't win. Did they win?
When? Not this year.
Virginia, like 2 years ago.
They
They
won
didn't
a couple
win.
of
They
years,
got
3
knocked
years ago,
out.
man.
Oh, but he was on the team. I know he was on the team. He was like the best guy on the team
Oh,
for
that
them.
one kid that used to play
That
for
wasn't
us,
white.
Ty Jerome.
No, I mean we have him too. Yeah, but no, the big black dude like Ucha. He was their center dude or their power
Oh,
forward guy, like their
yeah,
best defensive player.
Ochigwe
Like
or
yeah, something
Ojibwe or
like
something
that.
like that.
But he's on a full contract this year, I believe. So he's going to be able to come in and rotate and give us not Robin Lopez out there running around like the wild man he is. And I'm excited. I'm really excited for what we're going to be able to do this year. And honestly, the biggest thing to this is Jared Allen's growth. And is he going to be able to own the fucking paint? To be a 7 foot fucking ninja that he started to be in Brooklyn and kind of plateaued. Like, is he going to take that next step to where he's really able to just fucking terrorize down there around the rim? And if he's able to do that, then I think we have a really, really, really good chance of being able to dominate the East this year. Because, I mean, outside of Atlanta, you're not looking at guards to fuck you up in the postseason.
That's true.
Like you're looking at Joel Embiid, you're looking at Giannis, you're looking at Tatum. You're not looking at guard play. You're looking at the 4 or 5 position. And I guess with Boston, we're not having Karis LeVert on Jason Tatum, thank God. So I'm really excited for this season. I think we're going to take a huge step, whether it's being the 3 instead of the 4. I don't give a fuck what our seed is, but I think our huge step is going to be winning a playoff series this year.
Nice. I think we're gonna take a huge step too, as long as Ishbia and the team can stay the course. Like, if we're like 500 in the first month, I don't want them firing Frank Vogel. Like, let this shit play out. Let it. If we play the full year with our squad and our coaching and everything in place, by the time playoffs get here, we'll be fine. We don't need to pull. No offense to you guys because you won the championship, but we don't need to pull a Cavs where you're firing the coach every couple months. That it's not like a 82-0
Hey, we only
team,
did that twice, brother.
and it worked out for you because you got Ty
Yeah,
Lue and you won the championship, so it
exactly.
worked. But
David
but
Blatt was just the transition
the
into the brother.
stopgap, yeah. But we don't need to do that. Let Vogel get his system in. Let him do his thing. We got a bunch of new pieces. Let all that work out. We might not win right off rip. Just let it work out, and I think we'll be fine too. It's hard because the Nuggets are that consistent team. They have the same coach. They have the same big three, essentially. They have mostly the same role players. So they need to find a few role players to replace a couple of others, but they're the same core, so they're going to be hard. And like we said, the West got better, so that is what it is. But we'll make the playoffs. Like I said, just keep the staff intact. Let everybody do their thing. Don't have that guy that I was pitching to be the head coach. Don't fire Vogel halfway through the season and move this dude up into the head coach spot and be like, "This is what we've been trying to do all along."
We
No, don't
want
do that
Kevin
shit.
Young.
So that would suck. But I'm excited too. I'm excited for you guys. I hope you do it. I mean, get winning in the culture, right? Like it's fucking
Yeah.
summer league, right? Nobody cares. Nobody knows who last year's summer league or the year before that or anything. Who cares? But in the locker room, they know and they know what it feels like to win. Your guys are sitting there on the sideline watching these games. They cheer for them when they win. So just to get that culture, get that vibe going is always a good thing. I remember a few years back, now probably like 6 or 7 years back, the Warriors won. It was after they had won the first championship, I think, but they
So it's
won the summer league.
2017.
They won the summer league, and then they had their like 73-9 season. It just gets winning going. It's just what it is. So
So 2015, they had their not 73-9, and they won. And then 2016, they went 73-9, and we all know how that goes. The 72 wins just has a better ring to it.
Right, but either way, they got winning in
I
the
know I don't like
culture,
talking about
and
that
they were
time of
winning.
going to state. Fuck them, bro. They wouldn't even won 15 if Kelly Olynyk wouldn't have broken fucking Kevin Love's fucking arm.
They won in 2013, so I was wrong, a little older.
When the fuck did they win in 2013?
They won the summer league, is what I'm saying. They
Oh,
won the summer league in 2013, and it got them
what?
feeling winning. It got them understanding winning and getting that culture going. So it is
Bro,
what
if
it
they would have
is, man.
started winning in 2013, people would have been fucking hated that goddamn team. Like, they
Whatever. It
took
got the
2
culture
years to
going.
get to it.
I still stand by what I say. It got the
They
culture
shouldn't
going.
even won until fucking KD got there.
Not last year, 2 years ago, the Sacramento Kings won. See, got some momentum. Now they're doing better. I'm
Because of Mike
standing by
Brown.
my guns. 4 years ago, the
And
Memphis
that's the
Grizzlies
thing,
won.
though.
Now they're doing better.
Do we really think that the Grizzlies are going to be the 2 seed again and the fucking Kings are going to be the 3 seed? Like, is that
No,
really going to be sustainable for them
no,
two
I don't
teams?
think that.
Like, I mean, I think the Kings have the best chance to do it because they have a hell of a fucking coach and they have a team, a young team, who has their eye on lighting a fucking beam, not lighting up the galaka.
Yeah, but now they're gonna hit that thing where they're like, oh well, fuck the regular season. The playoffs matter because they had a good regular season and they lost in the first round. So
I think that's going to be Memphis.
now they're gonna be like, we don't care if we're the 6th seed. We lost as a 3 seed. We can win as a 6th seed, and then
Jaren
they're gonna
Jackson
do
will be
that.
like, man, get Kenny Lofton Jr. up here. Y'all don't need me right now.
Maybe that could
He's been
happen. But
asked
Marcus
this
Smart's
summer
gonna be
league, by the
like,
way.
fuck all that. I'm out here to win. Derrick Rose is gonna be like, fuck all that. I'm out here to win. Like they're gonna have
Yeah.
some dudes ready to play. So
I don't
that's
know, bro. I don't. I mean, even the Warriors, bro. I don't think they're gonna take a fall off this year. I think the West. I think this is gonna be like a 2014 season, right? This was the Heat's last year, where it was just them and who fucking knows. Literally, all we know right now is the Nuggets just won the championship and they're the same squad. We all thought coming into the playoffs, yo, the Suns just got KD, it's a wrap. No, didn't even know that. Like, all we know right now is the Nuggets won and they're the same team. That's that. So I should say, yeah, no,
mostly the same
2013.
team.
So 2013.
Yeah.
So it's like 2013 going into 2014 because all we knew then, the Heat just won. That's all we know. They're the same fucking squad, and everything else is different. Like, everything is different. We got fucking OKC coming and growing. Like, everything was different back then. All we knew, Miami's got a squad. New York still had Melo. Like, the league was as wide open as it ever was.
Yeah,
And I
Miami
think,
made it to the finals, so it wasn't that wide open. It was
and
exactly what they
yeah, and what happened? An old ass fucking team came around and sent that motherfucker back to Cleveland, and nobody had any like that could end up happening this year with the Suns, and it just be KD's old ass willing them to a fucking
Let's
chip.
do
But
it.
I mean,
Let's
KD's
do
way
it.
better than Dirk was. No flack on Dirk, no flack on Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was still a fucking stud back then, part of that squad. But they were some fucking old heads compared to the Heatles. That's all I'm saying. And that's going to be the same thing. You're going to look at the Suns with the best guy with a bald spot, and then a guy who still has a baby face, but he's been in the league for what, 8 years now?
Too long.
Like, Devin Booker's getting pretty fucking up there.
He's a
And
veteran now.
then you have a guy in Jamal Murray who's as healthy as a fucking ox at 27 years old. You got a Serbian fuck who's 29 years old and loves horses way more than he loves basketball. So he's always fresh and ready to go because he doesn't work out to try to get better at the game. I'm good at basketball. It's fine. I'm good. I show up. I work. Like, this is his job. You don't practice. Do you practice accounting at home?
I sure
No.
don't.
I don't get in the kitchen and start fucking shaking up drinks and mixology and shit. No, I do that at work. Then he has the same thing, so he's not get out there fucking wasting away his efforts on practice. And it's gonna be identical to then, and we're just gonna like which old fuckers are gonna come around and knock off these young bucks. And I like the what's the word I'm looking for? It's
Parody?
been a parody. The last 7 years, we've had 7 different champions,
Yeah.
and we got used to a Golden State Cleveland Cavaliers finals for like 5 straight times, and then before that, LeBron's been in the finals for however many fucking years, and we've always had the same shit. So I appreciate it, but this shit's wide open, man. I'm excited for it, and I'm hoping as a team who's sucked dick since the Queens left, that we're able to take advantage of it, and that'd be dope. We were able to see each other in the World Series. That'd be dope
That
to
would
be
be
able to
so
see each
cool.
other in the NBA Finals, because there ain't no way in fuck I ain't flying out to you and we're not driving 4 hours to go to Phoenix to see a game.
Dude, that would be sick. I just spent way too much fucking money on a vacation. I don't even know how I'm gonna do my soccer one. All right,
Bro,
so
June of next year is a long way away, bro.
the last thing that I have before we can talk about our personal life, unless you talk about it, or you have something else, is this whole Northwestern thing. Um,
Ah,
Obviously it's the same thing that happens all the time, right? Hazing happens. Coach
yeah.
knew about it, didn't say anything. He's gone, whatever. But I just want to say this from a strictly like sports perspective, not all the bullshit. I don't like hazing. Fuck it. I was always against that shit. I never hazed a single person in my fraternity because I didn't give a fuck. I wanted everybody to succeed. But anyways, this coach has proven to be a really good coach. He led Northwestern to way better heights than they've ever had in their life.
He's been
So,
there since like 2003.
well, whatever. They've won like 12 straight games or 12 games like for 4 straight seasons or something like that. They're doing work now. Do you think he just gets hired right back on, or do you think this is actually
No,
going to be a big thing?
he is done.
Why?
I'm pretty sure they said he's been there. He's like one of the longest tenured coaches in the Big Ten or whatever it is. Like he's been there for a long time.
He's not
And can
even
you
that old,
imagine?
though.
2003 is not that fucking long ago.
I'm just saying, he's not that
It's
old
19
because
years. If he started when he was 30, he's 49, which is not that
he's
old.
48 years old. Yeah. So, like, I'm just saying,
So I
he's
mean, is
still
am
really
I
young.
right in him
How's he not going to
being
get another job
am
if
I
he's
right in
48
him
years old?
being so am I right in him
I
being there
don't
for
know.
that long?
I don't know when he got hired.
Um,
I just know his
but
team's
I
getting
saw
good. So,
somewhere I heard when they were talking about it on sports radio, because that's all I fucking listen to, is how they were talking about the guy's been there since 2003 or 2013 maybe. Um, but either one is a really long time for something like this going on. We don't know all the details. We don't even really know what the fucking what running is.
right.
You're getting dry humped by people in Shrek mask or something? Like, are you getting dry humped? Like, I'm fine with that. You can, yeah, cool. I fucked up in practice, and you're gonna fuck my leg. Like, what are you gonna take your fucking cervix and smash it into my tailbone? I'm
I'm
fine
sure
with that.
somebody got injured or something, right?
Like that,
There
but
had to be
even like
something
that,
big.
who cares? What the guy putting his pelvis into my fucking backbone? But like that shit is fine. I mean, I've asked you plenty of times, bro. What happened during Rush? You should have joined. Should have joined.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm a SEAL, so I assume the worst. Y'all did weird shit. That's just what I think. And a coach having a clap sequence during practice to let the seniors know that this guy is running now. So he's running kind of clap, and now the vets know. All right, we're running 23 tonight, boys. So you just get together and you all fucking air rape him? I'd rather you air rape me than rape me. Cool. Thanks, guys. You are fucking weird. Right? Like,
But
I
hazing is
don't.
illegal for a reason.
It's not.
It is
Like,
hazing.
that's just weird to me, bro.
It is. It's
That is
weird, but it's
so
still
weird to
hazing.
me. That's just. There's so much worse shit they could have. They if they would have stripped them naked and tied them to the and taped them to the shower pole and had him there for even 30 minutes. Fuck that. Run me. Put your Shrek mask on. Air rape me right now. You are not duct taping me. But then people do that and get laced up with flour on the field goal post in their boxers, and everybody's like, "Ha, funny prank. That's awesome. Let me take pictures." ESPN's like, "Look at what they're doing in rookie practice today." Bro, air rape
It's a
me.
complicated thing. It's a complicated thing. But if
But
anybody
I
ever
heard it,
felt
dude.
uncomfortable or whatever, you can't
Oh,
do that shit.
absolutely. Absolutely. And
And
also, but we're raised in different times.
yeah, for sure.
Like hey, coach, I'm not getting ran like that. Oh, you're
Yep.
not? So you're not a part of Northwestern football.
Right.
I
We would
am.
have gotten kicked off the team, or
So
we
you're
would have
getting run.
asked to leave. Yeah.
I guess I am. Like, if you don't like it, leave. Which the whistleblower did. And I don't like the term whistleblower.
That's such a stupid term. I don't
He's
like
a
it either.
kid. He's a kid talking about getting air humped. And I don't know, they'll probably come out and say that they probably were like coming at them with like lubed up dildos, intimidating, and every time they probably thought that they were genuinely about to get like penetrated and shit, like the mental, warfare type shit probably did happen,
That's
and
the thing about hazing for real, is the
it
mental
was
shit.
it was more serious than what I'm leaning on, to somebody just coming up in Chihuahua and you and shit. Um, but at the end of the day, like they've done their investigations, they've done their evaluations, and that's what they found. People were running and were getting dry humped. Um, so I get it. The sexual innuendos isn't right, but at the end of the day, it wasn't chug this gallon of vodka and lemonade and have fun getting fucked up on alcohol and sugar and having to go to the hospital and whoa, you're getting hazed, yeah, now you got alcohol poisoning, yeah, your liver and kidneys are shut down, woo. No, dry hump you in your Shrek mask.
Why they gotta wear a Shrek mask? That's just weird.
I like it because you in the swamp, boy. You got them swamp jeans on now, boy.
Well, I think
They
he
gonna
gets a
smell like
job
swamp
somewhere
grass.
else. I think he gets a job. I think he'll be fine. Uh,
But do you think he's going to have to change? Because obviously that's part of his, like, if I could see if it's the players that are doing the signaling, but it was coming from him. It was coming from the coach.
Rick
The
Pitino bought
signals.
people hookers, and he's got a job.
Is that a motherfucking real one? Alright, sorry. So okay. So buy your kids hookers, have the older men air hump them.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can only buy them
So
hookers.
okay, yeah, see, even made, yeah. Like, listen, I'm 18 years old and you got a 22-year-old grown man air humping the kicker. That might suck a little bit, but still, it's fucking air humping.
I don't know.
Also, bro,
I think
if
he'll be
if I
okay.
had a newspaper guy come up to me and be like, hey, I know what Coach Patino was doing. What, are you mad? I'm releasing it. Do you want to have a statement? What are you releasing? That he was the shit? What's
That he
going
was
on
the
here?
best recruiter ever.
Just letting you know I'm releasing the story. If you had anything to say, that's my man's.
That's my coach.
like I would have probably been at Syracuse if it wasn't for that.
Right. Jim Boeheim never bought me hookers.
But I mean, I get it, dude. But the way it's been going and the media talking, I guess the writer's strike, they don't really have people to come out and write actual reactions
Right.
for
The
them.
real story.
Yeah. So the off the top of the dome has just been, how dare them. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. But also in today's society, sexualism and all this stuff is really bad. You can't say the F word. Uh, you can't say
Right.
somebody throws like a girl. Like stuff we grew up with. It's really timid nowadays, which I understand.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it hasn't, like, I don't care about that. It's just how long it was going on, and for that to be his culture is what worries me about how quick he's gonna pick up a job. Because I feel like personally, if I'm the AD and I hire this guy, I feel the responsibility to now every time there's a practice, I have to go check on the practice. Every time there's anything that has to do in that locker room or facility, I have to go in there and hang out for hours to make sure they don't have a dark locker room to fucking run kids. Like, I have that responsibility now to take that extra care to make sure that this guy isn't trying to make that his culture here at my college. And I'm just not sure how much people want to deal with that when they have a shit ton else to deal with in 2023.
Somebody's gonna deal with it. That's all I'm saying. It won't be
Yeah, yeah, a
it won't
fucking
be a
Central Arkansas State
yeah, it'll be something
University.
like that. But what I'm saying is he'll go to like Central Arkansas State, whatever, and he'll go
Which is a real
11 and
place.
1, or he'll go 12 and 0, and he'll be the team that goes and plays in the Fiesta Bowl and knocks off Auburn, and then somebody's gonna fucking hire him. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. It might be a stepping stone of a thing, but it's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine, I think. But if he's not, then whatever. Who cares?
He was doing. See, and that's what pisses me off. And people always say I'm a dick and I'm inconsiderate. He was doing the shit. Joe knew, lost his job, and died right after. He wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
This
All right.
motherfucker
Hey,
was,
it's
and he's gonna
possible.
have a job.
He might not.
God
You might be
damn it.
right.
That type of shit pisses me off, bro. And then after watching the whole Paterno docu series and all that shit, and just remembering about that, I think I watched that like 3-4 months ago. So that's still up there in the brain. That type of shit just pisses me off, dude. Like these coaches do. And again, dry humping. We were doing that in '98 in the Boy Scouts. Like it sucks that people can do shit like that, do stuff like that, and not be held much as responsible of
Yeah.
people who are just like, I'm the football coach.
I feel you. I feel you.
Like
I
it's
agree with
been
that.
all right. I'm not even getting into it. He's been known he didn't cover shit up. He just didn't say anything. I'm the football coach.
All right. So something else that frustrates you, are rec leagues. You
Why?
guys, we just gotta talk
We
about it a little
lost
bit.
without Zach Porter.
Joe wants to
Never
talk. You
thought
lost
that
to
would
the
happen.
you lost to the winless team that has a plus minus of
But
minus 41. Um, we
I'm glad
probably
I
lost
broke up
too.
during
Our
that. I didn't
standings
have to
haven't
hear
come
that.
out yet. What?
I said I'm glad I broke up during that. I didn't have to hear it.
Our
But
standings haven't come
but
out yet, but I'm sure we were right there with you.
for Houston's favor, the team that we just played,
Yeah.
I personally thought they would be a top 2 team in this league this season. They have a guy in Chris Withers. I don't respect his game. He only because if I had those 3 inches, there's no way I wouldn't be doing that and more. He's scared of the rim. He settles for jumpers. He has a weird one of those LaMelo releases. And when he gets bored, it's reaching over fucking 6-foot people like myself because he has a long ass reach. He doesn't jump, so you get this on your fucking shoulder all the time on your fucking back of your head. I just don't respect the kid's game at all. But he's a viable 12.6 rebound a game guy in this league, which is very, very fucking valuable. Andrew Hours, fucking 5 rebounds if his fucking big fucking huge ass would ever decide to play big in this league. But he's another guy who can drop 10, 15, 5+ rebounds, get a couple steals, get some blocks. Very valuable in this league. And then, oh yeah, they have the returning fucking offensive player of the year, a guy who can drop 20, 30 points, no problem. And that's just 3 of the 8 players on their team. Like it on paper, they're ridiculous. Al Starling, the offensive player of the year, should be putting up 25 at least on this team. And then, oh yeah, they have my favorite teammate from the Mavs last year and our starting point guard in D. McGrady, who can drop 10 assists, 10 points, get 5 or 6 steals. Yeah, on paper, I thought this team could go undefeated this year. Unfortunately, the 3 first mentioned people over 6'3" don't know how to play like 6'3" people, and they've been leaving it up to a 5'10" dude who's built like a fucking freight train because he lifts weights to do all the heavy lifting, and it hasn't helped. Fortunately for them, um, our shots were not falling this weekend. Like they were not. I went 1 for 3 from 3. I think Don went like 5 of 12 from
Mm.
3. McCool went 1 of 4 from 3. 2 of 4 from 3. Like we were not hitting our shots. Chris didn't make a 3. Phil didn't make a 3. Wyatt didn't shoot a 3. We were not hitting our shots in this game. We lost by 4. Another close game, and that's something that I'm fine with. If we don't make the playoffs and our plus minus is -9 in point differential in 6 games, and we win one of them by 1, I can't be too mad, except the fact that the shots just didn't fall enough. Like that's it. The first loss we had, fucking Burns went 1 and 13 from the line. Like that happens in sports, and we've seen it. Like We've seen what was it 2 years ago? A team in the NFL, they went 4 and something, but they were all one scores, and if they would have been
Yeah,
flipped, they would have been 9 and something.
right,
Um, so like it happens, and it just unfortunately this year we're on the wrong end of the stick. But fortunately, if the Rockets or the Sixers drop a game and we win out, we're still in for the play-in. We do control our own destiny right now, because there's no way in fuck those two teams are going to win both games.
right.
Calling it here now. But so in my mind, we control our own destiny. But unfortunately, congratulations, Burns. He just had his second kid. I want to say
Nice.
it's a second boy. I want to say 2 days ago. But while chilling in the hospital, safest place in the world, right? He got COVID.
That's where I got mine. Was the
So
hospital.
league rules is the same as the good southern state of Florida, where you literally there's no more stay out. You just
Yeah,
can't be contagious.
right.
Give me a negative. You're good. So he's got 5 days to give me a fucking negative test result. I'm confident. I don't care if he's oh, but I just got to make sure I'm feeling okay. Fuck you. We're playing fucking the boat. We're playing Scott Bukowski. Okay,
Mm.
playing the Magic. I need you, because I don't know what you can see. My ribs fucked. The same ones I fucked up last year. She looked at the bones. She's like, it wasn't a full break because I never got them checked out last year.
Right.
She's like, it wasn't a full break, definitely a sprain or crack in the bone. But then she started looking at this because all this cartilage is fucking like a marker up in there. It's just like
Yeah.
one big piece of fucking wire. And so she's trying to loosen it and all that shit. And I don't know if it helped more than it hurt, but I'll probably be at like 60%. And we both know me. I will be playing like I'm at 110. So I'll be going to sleep that night crying like a bitch. But
Well,
hopefully it's worth it.
you and I are pretty similar right now. Once again, we have high hopes for ourselves, but you have stats. I don't, but mine are probably around the same. You're averaging 2.2 points a game.
You
I'm
too,
probably
baby.
right around there as well. I've scored in all games but one, so that 1-0 is probably bringing me down a little bit. But I pretty much either score three or I don't score. So just like
Wait.
you.
Oh
What?
yeah, we're 1-4 now because I have 12 points. I thought we were 1-3. I was like, wait, I should have had three.
I just
But
know
I
that maybe they haven't updated yet. I don't know, but it
no,
says
I
you're at
am
2
2
points.
point. I'm pretty sure I am, but I am shooting 50% from three still,
Nice.
which Mike was able to point out because for before the game, I was at 3-5, and I was really
Mm.
proud of that. And I was telling everybody because I don't know if you've seen my Facebook stories, but after our last game 2 weeks ago, I was sharing my three every day, saying something like "free seal." 6 minutes? Question mark! Exclamation points. If you want to win, put Booby in. Just shit like that. And I was like, bro, I am 60% in this league, playing 14 minutes total. There's no reason I shouldn't at least get the chance. I've earned the chance to shoot. Like
It's
at
the
least
other
put me
things
out
though. You
there
got to play defense. You
to
got to
shoot.
get out there. You got to do.
No, I don't. I don't. Put me on the worst person and let me shoot because we have a Don Stevens who's 6'3". We have a Wyatt, call him Wyatt Hamilton, that's 6'4". We have a Phil Lewis that's 6 foot or maybe 5'11", but he's a fucking maniac. The dude doesn't get tired. He's got the late fucking still at the end of our last game. Doesn't get tired. Will jump against the tallest dude in the league. Has bunnies. Don't need it. Burns. Dennis Rodman. That's all I'm saying. I don't need to shut anybody down because their first, second, third option should already be taken care of. If it's a guard, Phil. If it's a big guy, Wyatt. If it's another big guy, Burns. And then Don is a 6'3" dog. He can guard anybody too. So if I'm one out of five people on the court, I don't have to guard the best option. I still play defense. I still put effort in. I still take fucking charges, even though the fucking refs call them blocks still. Ow. Uh, I can't help. He sees me setting a charge and goes off to the side. I still fall down. He throws shoulder. I don't know. NBA says, these guys say, yeah.
Yeah, ours
But
don't know the
but
charge
yeah, so I
blocker.
mean, no, I understand to start. I agree 1,000, and I talked to everybody on my team about this. I agree. Should I start and play 40 minutes? Fuck no. The worst person on the team is going to get 10 points.
Yep,
Should I
that's
come
how
in
mine
for
is.
20, 25 minutes a game in spurts and just put up shots? Absolutely. I feel like I've deserved that. And I've been working, putting in the effort, and I definitely think that should be a viable option. Even if I like not this year, by next season, I will be able to move left to right. I will be able to jump more than 6 inches. I said this shit last year, but your boy had back problems, which
Well
turned
then,
into excuses, as David Goggins would say. That's an excuse. Yeah, it was an excuse. I don't have them no more, and I'm going to work.
yeah.
So
So keep putting in work and play
yeah,
play the
but
long
as
game,
of right
dog.
now,
Don't try
but I'm
to.
saying, as of right now, I can get in there and take shots, and they trusted me last week. I didn't come through. I even after my second miss, I tried to do a little dish off.
Yeah,
My dumb ass. You used to call me out. He's like, bro, stop moving that right foot before you move. I put that. I go put that bitch right back, and then move my left foot. And he's like, haha, dumbass, why you move that right foot first? So yeah, I gotta travel.
dang.
Yeah. So
Well, I had to miss our last game. I'm pretty sure we lost. The standings haven't come out yet, but we have. If there was a strength of schedule, ours would be number one in the
why
league
didn't you just
for
ask?
sure. Because I don't feel like it, dude. I've been so fucking tired and out of everything, and
So wait, real quick. When y'all finish a game, not one person goes out in the group chat and says, "Way to fight out there tonight, boys. Way to get
yeah,
the dub."
sometimes,
Wow.
but it's usually me, and so if I'm
Wow.
not there,
So
me
like here.
two guys do, me or Vic do. Nobody else does.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
And then, so we did that this past week, and then Zach chimed in, who was suspended,
right.
and immediately me and Connor were with each other, and we immediately were like, "Oh fuck, we forgot." We forgot about it because it was a good. Even though we lost, like everybody was positive, everybody was upbeat. Nobody, why is he in? We should do this. Y'all need to look at the. He keeps going left. Everybody's just playing basketball, having fun, trying to win.
Yeah.
Nobody was complaining. Nobody was being negative.
I'm
So
usually the guy that sends that text,
right when I
but
saw that, I was like, I like the way everybody was being positive and there wasn't no negative bullshit on the court around the sideline. Let's keep it that way. Let's get a dub the next 2 weeks.
because I know it was probably a big loss, I didn't want to ask too many people. Um,
That sucks.
but we have one more game, and it's a team we can beat, so we need to do that, and then it's the playoffs. So because we've played some hard ass teams, we're gonna be in the low playoffs again, and it's gonna be time. We are so much a better team right now. Like we are 1-5, but it's real. Like we're way better. So well, I assume we're 1-5. Sorry, I only know of us as 1-4. I don't know the outcome, but if we lost, we're 1-5. But I'm ready. I think we can win it. Anyways, hopefully we have 2 fucking bye weeks, so I'm just gonna be resting my knees, icing my knees, which I forgot
We
to
have
fucking do
another
today.
bye week too after this one.
And so I'm gonna ice my knees, try to get recovery. Then
Hey,
so after the first bye week, then I'll start getting back to the grind because that vacation took so much fucking out of me, dude. Like not even kidding me. It is
just walking
ridiculous.
every fucking day.
I walked. So my goal for my watch is 6,000 steps a day, which is nothing, but it's hard for an office worker. Uh, it's 6,000 steps a day, but plus I work out, plus I do things. I've walked over 20,000 steps every single day. It's been dry or hot,
Holy
bullshitty,
shit.
just fucking doing
Excuse
something every single day, waking up early every single day, which I do for work, but like I woke up early in Chicago or like Iowa and Chicago, so that's even 2 hours different. So waking up even earlier in my body, and I'm just dead, bro. So I'm gonna take a week to just or until like a weekend to just rest and ice my knees and get back at it. Um, I'll be ready for playoffs because that's not for like a month. But I'm excited for it. All right, so what else do we got before we get out of here?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my point differential right now. But yeah, we have another bye week, which is stupid. Lost by two, won by one. Lost by one. Damn, yeah, we're -4 right now
-4, and you're
at
what,
1
1
and
and
3.
3?
That's crazy.
Dang.
That's like baseball type shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're 1 and 3, but hey, man, we're only -4. We ain't giving up that much runs yet this year. We're doing good now. Like, no, it's a
Hey,
basketball
defense
team.
wins championships, man. Just get to the fucking playoffs.
That's what we're trying to do, bro. But fuck, it's tough.
Keep grinding. The season's what, like half over? Or you
It's pretty
got
much over. We have 2 more games left with a bye week in between them.
all right. So just grind. Grind, grind, grind. Get those 2 wins and get after it. I don't even have a shout out. Who do we shout out? What do we shout out? I don't know anything that's been going on.
We can shout out the ESPYs. It's sports. We grew up loving the ESPYs. They've kind of gotten watered down and stuff, so we don't have to talk about what happened in them.
I don't know what
But
happened.
shout out to the fucktard
To
said he's
all the
not
winners.
retiring. Shocktard. Or Shocker.
Yeah,
Sorry, I said
who actually
Shocktard.
thought that that guy was gonna retire? Like, get the fuck out of here.
I have no. It's LeBum James. He's staying around for a long time. But yeah, he didn't retire. I've respected that they gave a little nod to Melo, and I
Did they?
appreciate that they did. Yeah, they brought the CP3, D Wade, and
Mm.
LeBron out, and they each said something and then brought him up. He said something. I appreciate they didn't give him like, we're gonna name the Courage Award after Carmelo, and like they just gave him his flowers pretty much for a
Nice.
minute. So we all know the SBs pretty much, they're watered down, they're political as fuck these days. You don't get the true SBs like back in the day when Jimmy V was going off as pretty much a dead man, thanking everybody and begging everybody at the same time and just being touching as shit. We don't have the Griffies walking out there and their Seattle shit anymore. It's not the same as it used to be, but they still celebrate sports. So again, in a time where there haven't been many sports, we don't really have something to like nod to. We can nod to the ESPYs for once, for continuing the tradition of celebrating sports in a time where there aren't that many sports to be talked about. So thank you for doing something right, ABC family of television, I guess, even though you're owned by
Disney, I
Mickey Mouse.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you for celebrating sports still for however many years now, 30 something years. It's been dope to see, it's been dope to watch. And yeah, if you ever need a great sports person to look after, if you're new into sports, rewatch the recent ESPYs and you'll find a stud. You won't find a scrub. Oh, you will, though.